Hey, what's up? It is Kirsten here, and today I want to talk about some ways how you might be self-sabotaging your eating disorder recovery or your disordered eating recovery. Remember, you don't have to have a diagnosed eating disorder to need to recover. Hypothalamic amenorrhea recovery, overtraining recovery, these things are all connected and very, very similar. You may say, I really want to recover. I'm sick and tired of being so sick and tired, and I want to do this, and I'm all in. Let's go, let's do it. But at the same time, you're still having those little behaviors, little habits that you still do. These are not letting you recover fully. Today, I want to open your eyes and show you what can be those things that are not letting you recover. Those habits, those old behaviors that are so hard to let go of, but you absolutely have to if you want to recover. The first thing is filling up your stomach so that you don't feel hungry. It can be with water or with tea or with coffee or diet soda, whatever the drink is that you are having, that you're drinking so much that you kind of try to fool your body so that it doesn't feel hungry. I actually had a client who made very little progress. We had worked together for about a month, and her goal was to eat better, to get over her very disordered eating behaviors, and to get her period back. And we worked together, and she was making very little progress. And I was not sure why, because she seemed to be eating, but it wasn't until several weeks in when she actually told me that she's drinking large amounts of water before she's eating because she does not want to eat as much food. Makes total sense because we fill up our stomachs and then we are seemingly less hungry. Our bodies for a second feel like, okay, I'm full, but they're not getting any nutrients. So drinking tons of water, tea, coffee, diet soda, and then eating a little bit is not helpful in recovery. If you're doing that, please stop doing it. It's okay to drink water when you're eating, but you shouldn't fill your body up before you have your meal, because then you don't have room for the real calories. This is absolutely no way to recover. So please be honest with yourself. The second thing how you may be self-sabotaging your recovery is working out instead of eating. I personally did that for many years. I would wake up in the morning and I would go and work out because I was hungry, but I wanted to suppress that hunger so I don't have to eat, or I can postpone this eating. And I would eat later, yes, but I wouldn't eat before I worked out because I felt like I have to earn my calories. I only get to eat after I have worked out. Exercise does one pretty interesting thing. If you work out intensely enough, then it suppresses the appetite. And this is what a lot of people do. They go and do something high intensity, or they run, so they sort of like numb themselves a little bit and forget about the hunger, and also there are processes in the body that make that possible, that suppress your hunger for a little while. And then maybe you come back and then you don't eat for another hour or so. But of course, this is a huge stress on the body, because in the morning when your blood sugar is already low, then you go and do a high intensity exercise, you go fast and you go hard. Even if you don't go that fast, you go slow, but you go long. And then your stress hormones rise. Now those are elevated, your blood sugar is low, your body really wants food. And then if we're not giving the body the food, we're only making things worse. Even if you eat after workout, but before workout you were already hungry, you still have to have something before you go exercise. It's so, so important. And of course, remember that if you have hypothalamic amenorrhea, if you want to get your period back, then please don't exercise right now. Walking is fine, stretching is fine, yoga is fine, but don't do anything intense. It's not going to be helpful. The third way how you might be self-sabotaging your recovery, whether it's from eating disorder, disordered eating behaviors, hypothalamic amenorrhea, is telling yourself that it's not mealtime yet. A lot of us are eating according to the clock, right? We have meal times like 8 a.m. and then noon and then 4 and 7 or whatever it looks like. But it does not matter if the body is hungry. If your body is hungry at 7 a.m. and you need to recover, then you have to eat at 7 a.m. If your typical lunchtime is at noon, but your body is hungry 11:15, you have to eat at 11:15. Your body has its own clock. It does not matter what time it really is. It just needs food, and we have to give it the food. If we keep postponing it, we are again elevating those stress hormones that I just talked about. Our body is stressing out. it's not trusting us, and for a good reason, because we're not trustworthy if we're not giving the body the food that it needs, and that's how we actually are not letting ourselves to recover. Make sure that you really eat when you need it. The fourth way how we are not letting ourselves to recover is distracting our thoughts when we get hungry. And this is one of the tips that you can find in a lot of health magazines and like blogs that are about dieting and weight loss. They tell you, oh, when you get hungry, just distract your thoughts, go like do something else, or think about another thing, or plan something, organize something. Just get your thoughts away from food. And this is dangerous because when you need to recover, it's because your body has been in starvation mode for a long time and it wants food. So why would we deny our bodies the food that it actually needs? And if we distract ourselves and go do something else, we're not giving our bodies the calories. So how are they supposed to recover? So if you tell yourself that I really want to recover, but at the same time you're trying to find 10 different things to do instead of eating, you are not actually recovering. And one more way how you self-sabotaging your recovery is that putting eating off for so long that you cannot think straight anymore. And we try to eat less and less and less and later. If you're anything like me, I was years ago, I would, like I said, I would do a workout, but then I would wait until as long as possible before I ate. I would drink water, I would drink coffee, I would, try to do something else and not eat. But this is definitely not going to be helpful. It's actually making things worse. If you're letting yourself to go so hungry that you cannot think straight anymore, that means that your body is in a serious starvation mode. Your brain even doesn't function properly. You feel the thick brain fog and you're not feeling well. And what's most important, your recovery is not moving anywhere because you're not putting in the real work. All right, to sum up, if you really want to recover, you have to stop those self-sabotaging things that you're doing right now, like drinking tons of water instead of eating, or waiting until it's meal time to eat. There's no such thing. If your body is starving, this is the time to eat. Also trying to distract your thoughts when you start getting hungry, and then waiting so long that you can't think straight anymore. All these things are slowing down your recovery, and it's your responsibility to make sure your body is safe and to give it nutrients that it needs. This is it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button in the left bottom corner, and I will talk to you again. Bye bye.